Are your drone footages smooth, with soft turns, and with no jerky movement, gradual stops? Or is it something like these, having sharp turns and sudden stops? Is there anything that we can do to change the way the drone flies to make the footage looks less jerky? Or are you satisfied by the default settings or still want to improve the footages and create videos like a pro? Let's look at the control settings and see which ones to adjust to make our footages more cinematic. For this video, we will change the control settings one by one and see how the drone is affected with high and low values. To go to the control settings, tap the three dots icon, and let's go to Control, then Gain and Expo Tuning. For our test, let's focus on normal, and we are not going to touch in Cine and Sports. Let's also leave the max speed settings for the horizontal, ascent, and descent speed. We don't want to slow down the speed of the drone for now while doing the test. But before that, let's check out how the drone behaves with the default settings. This is how it moves when we release the sticks. It stops abruptly. Turning left and right are so sharp and stops so sudden. This is pushing forward, and turning left and right. Can this be improved? Our test will start with max angular velocity. This is the lowest, 20 degrees per second, and this is what the drone does when we push the yaw stick or the left stick. This makes a slow turn, even if the left stick is pushed to its limit. It's too slow. Now, with 120. It makes a speedy turn. It's too fast that the drone turned all the way to the left and right. I'll set it at 80 degrees per second for now. Next, your smoothness. With 0, this is how it moves. It stops so sudden. Your rotation is smoother when set to 100. But it kept going even after the stick is released. This is harder to control. So for me, I set this around 12 to 15. For now 20. Brake sensitivity. When set to 10, it takes a while before the drone stops. A higher value indicates a shorter braking distance, so 150 will make an immediate stop. Low means it takes longer distance before it stops. This is smoother, but also dangerous if you are close to an obstacle. Expo. From what I understand, this is the sensitivity of the sticks when you push it. How soon the drone moves will depend on how gentle or hard you to push the sticks. To understand this better, let's capture the drone movement from the top down, and just test on yaw. This is 0.9. Halfway push of the stick has drone moving fast. Full push makes fast drone movement as well. And this is 0.1. Half push of the stick equals slow drone movement. Full push, slow reaction but moves faster eventually. This will be the same behavior when we adjust for up, down and pitch and roll. So for now, we will not test it. Now, we understand what all these different settings are for. Let's reset everything back to default before we continue. We now proceed the test on gimbal settings. Max control speed. This is the speed of the gimbal when it tilts up and down. With 1 degree per second, it's super slow, like it is barely moving. Now with 100 degrees per second, it is super fast. Let's set this at 10 degrees per second. It will be easier to control the tilt to focus on the subject while flying upwards. Lastly, tilt smoothness. Let's try the lowest value, 0. So, 0 is an immediate stop. Now with the max value 30. With 30, it stops slowly and smoothly. But maybe for you it is too slow. For me, I like it set at 20 or 25. So, to sum up, these are my settings. You can try and experiment the controls that would work best for you, based on how hard you push those control sticks. And these are my footage samples with these settings. How is it? Is it better? Let's now hear how you set yours. Which settings works for you? Let me know in the comments. Fly safe everyone and see you on the next.